Hey guys, what is up today? We'll be going over the Bred's really simple release guide today. I'm only going to be covering 3 sites. Sorry for you European users, and I'll also be putting captions for the Japan users as well. But yeah, we'll get into it. So here we have your Shopify module. We'll go over to the guide, which is located here. Under the release/guides tab, you'll work your way over to the patent Bred. Now, I am highly advising all of you who watch this to please stick to sites like Kith, Shop Nice Kicks, Shoe Palace, and Jimmy Jazz. I think Jimmy Jazz, yeah, Jimmy Jazz as well, and Shop Nice Kicks. All these 4 sites will always, their links will always work 100% of the time. Shoe Palace, Jimmy Jazz, and Shop Nice Kicks will always have their product loaded up beforehand, so you can literally just use that link instead of having to work with the keywords. And the Kith early link, which Ash provides here, will always work 100% of the time. So these 4 sites I'm very confident in. If you set up properly and you start at the right times, you solve your captures fast enough, you will definitely be able to hit. So yeah, we'll get into that. We'll go into Kith, which is my favorite site, as all of you know. We'll be setting up a men's task. Setting up a grade school task will be the same. Just click the plus, create task. I will not be going over any other sites that require keywords because it's just tedious, and I don't want to like waste your guys' time having to make you set up for a site that you won't even hit on. Um, we'll do random sizing for this. It'll just pick a random size once the product loads in, or you could run a specific size like 11 and a half. But random will be your best bet for any of these drops, as the sizing format on these is kind of iffy. I know Kith isn't, but Shoe Palace and Shop Nice Kicks and Jimmy Jazz might be. So just run random. Safe preload, no PayPal. Leave all these as is. That's pretty much it for Kith. Just save the task. I want to emphasize again, when you start the task, it'll say like bad link or something. Yeah, item not found, bad link, retrying. That's good. That means it's just waiting for once the product loads in at 10 a.m. EST, it'll pick it up, it'll check out, or it'll add a cart and try to check out, etc., etc. Stop this task. Now we'll scroll down to Shoe Palace. Here we have another link. You see that the variants here are listed. You don't have to use variants, in my opinion. I actually don't know how to use variants on V3. Um, so I recommend just using the link and then inputting your size. So again, we'll go to create task. We'll go to Shoe Palace. Shoe Palace. Paste this link in. Again, you can run a specific size or random size. Random size will be your best bet on this. At least, I don't know. I forgot if Shoe Palace does the sizing like this, but I'm pretty sure they do. You can run either. You can run random or specific sizing. It doesn't matter. But random will be always your safest bet for any of these drops. Save preload mode as always, and leave all of these as is. Save the task. Now you'll see that when we actually run this, it'll what the hell? Okay, there we go. When we actually run this, it'll run through the checkout process, and it'll say out of stock, retrying. It'll be like that until drop, until when stock is loaded or when that timer goes down or comes to zero and all the sizes load in. Shoe Palace does drop at 9:58, so you want to be sure you start your tasks a little bit earlier. You do not want to start them at 9:55. If the drop time is in 3 minutes, you will not get past queue for Shoe Palace. And for those asking me when to start tasks, I run normally all 10 a.m. EST sites. So aside from Shoe Palace, I would try starting around 9:40, especially for Kith. Shop Nice Kicks drops late, but Kith, I know their queue builds up really quick, and if you don't start in time, you'll get lost in the queue. So you'll just stop and start tasks until it'll say it says waiting in queue, and once it does say that, you'll just let that run until it just says out of stock, retrying, or bad link, and let that run until drop time, and it'll pick up and it'll check out. So we'll go to that's Shoe Palace. Again, that's the men's size and grade school size. You can do the same thing for grade school. Going on to Jimmy Jazz, they're only dropping the grade school size it looks like, so we'll just copy this. Go to Jimmy Jazz. Paste the link in. Again, specific sizing or random. Random will be your best bet. I'm running random tomorrow, so I hopefully don't mess up anything here, but to me it looks good. Leave all as is, save preload, select your profile, specific size or random size again, and your product link. And we'll just save task, and I'll show you guys again that it works. Finding preload item, blah, 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 and it'll come up here, and it'll loop for some weird reason. I'm pretty sure it's due to the countdown timer. For me at least, some of you guys had no issues this morning with that, but it had that issue for me. I don't know if there's something wrong with my build, but if it works for you, that's great. Shop nice kicks. This is the men's. We'll go here, create task. Shop nice kicks. Paste this in. Again, I'm running random size. I don't know the size format on Shop Nice Kicks, but I'm pretty sure it's not just 11.5 like this. It's just some weird format. Like, it's not that, but it's some weird format. So if you do run a specific size on a site and it doesn't match the format, it'll say size not found, and it's kind of a bummer to see that you picked the product up and the size wasn't, like, you didn't do the size right. Sorry. Random size, paste the link in, select your profile. I forgot to do preload, and then leave all as is. So that was pretty much it for everything that I wanted to cover, at least. If you do want to run sites like Atmos, Undefeated, you'll reference these keywords above here. You do not include these slashes right here on the keywords. You can either run kids, you can do either plus or minus kids, depending if you want to pick those products up. But I know the majority of you will just be running in men's sizing, so you'll just do Air plus Jordan plus 1 plus patent plus Bred, minus kids, minus grade, minus toddler, minus infant with all the commas in between. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Do note that please take reference in the guides that some sites do require accounts, like Undefeated does. Not many sites dropping these tomorrow, I believe, in my opinion, as the majority of stock is either delayed or just not there at all. That's pretty much it for Shopify. We'll go over settings actually. Make sure you want to have background mode on. Going onto the Captcha Harvester, when you open the Captcha Harvester, you'll see this spinning thing. Don't worry, that's normal. It'll just wait for a captcha to come up, and you'll see the captcha symbol here, and it'll come up on screen. You'll have to click and solve it and then verify. That's it. This means that it's just waiting for a captcha. You're not supposed to do anything until the captcha comes up on here. It should pop up automatically once it does detect it, but if one of your tasks says please solve captcha and it doesn't come up, just manually open the harvester. Now you want to be sure that you have your Gmail login beforehand. You'll just click this and then you'll log in. If it's not logged in, you'll have to select the account, and then when it is successfully logged in, it'll say this. Going on to the Shopify delays, you'll see here I have custom delays turned on. You want to have your monitor delays at around 20,000, depending on what time you start, but normally 10,000 should be alright. 10 to 20,000 should be alright until 30-40 seconds before the drop. So around 9:59:45 ish, and then you'll drop your delays to 2 to 3,000. I'll drop mine to 2,000 once it hits the 45 mark on 9:59 EST. And then when you do that, you can just do this and save your settings, and it'll apply to all your tasks in the Shopify things that are running. Again, really, really simple, really fast. I just wanted to get this over with, to be honest. It's not really a hassle for me to do these guides, but the guides are there for you guys, and I'm sure many of you are probably watching this for your fourth time now, and it gets pretty tiring. I know, but there's some new people out there, and the only way they can learn is through actually seeing it. It's hard to explain it to some people. And me, myself, I'm not really a I don't really learn things when I hear them. I have to actually see them. I'm more of a visual learner. But I hope this helps many of you. I hope it helps you guys. And if you don't hit, don't be bummed. There's thousands of people, tens of thousands of people running for these with bots. It's it just it's a big competition, and you're not gonna be expected to win. So if you don't hit, enter on sneakers. Don't forget that. And yeah, I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we hit clips somehow. I know we did really well on the cool grays, on DTLR I think it was. We did really well, and I hope to see that kind of success tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, if you have any questions, again, feel free to DM me on Discord. Actually, don't DM me. Just ping me on here in general or wherever your question may be. I'll try to answer your questions. And yeah, I'll see you guys.